fucking back, nigga, on my granddad. Let me tell you, I held that note for about a cool goddamn 7 seconds before this shit actually started, cause I ain't know when the fuck it was gonna start.
Bro,
God
what?
damn it. That's why I sound like a damn whale gasping for fucking water and air, and I had a fucking little oyster stuck in my blowhole just shit.
It had me going crazy as shit. When you were doing it, I was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say it. Fuck around choking on the way. We back
Shit got
in.
us fucked up over here, man.
Got that boy sauce.
Sauce, hey.
Y'all know what it is.
I look like a real nigga right now. I ain't trailing my hair down in about some weeks. I'm trying to do something different with it. Just trust the process, all right?
Hold it.
I may look like your local corrupt deacon, but calm it the fuck down, all right? Shit, I may bring the collection pass and goddamn slip me one up out of there, but calm it down now.
Pipe down. Pipe down.
My granddaddy.
Oh.
I ain't doing it no more. Hey, how the fuck y'all people feeling, man? Bring the live back on in. Bring it on back in, man.
Come on.
You know how they do it. They kick us off, shadow ban, blackball us, just everything.
Yo.
And I ain't even started talking about nothing yet.
Exactly.
It's usually when I'm talking.
Y'all.
I ain't even. We got crazy events going on right now. They just must know I'm about to go in. I'm just saying.
They must know he on shit.
They must know I'm on that goddamn power trip of a black man, angry black man in America. They just must know.
I don't know though, because didn't you mention
Angry Indonesia's black man in America.
indigenous?
Yeah, I said Indonesia. I need to drink some water real quick. Okay.
Right there. But then last time I checked though, ain't you white?
Hey.
Last time I checked.
Look the fucker got down here. Let me tell you something.
Last time I checked, then they said he was part white.
Let me tell you something.
He
So
got
like
more
I
white in his
said-
blood than me.
No. So let me tell you something. My family back in back in 17, what the fuck ever basically, was a part of the first Black Wall Street. I ain't gonna say the first because I don't really know too much about all the Black Wall Streets and all that other shit, but all the black prominent villages that were successful back in Jamestown, Virginia. They sold, and I seen this on the website, they sold 376 acres of land in Virginia and then moved over here basically to where the West Point and whole area is. You remember you were telling me about the Muskogee Indians, correct?
Yeah.
That was my family.
They got washed out in the West Point Lake?
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that is crazy.
It's really crazy when I really sat back and did the damn research and saw like, oh damn, my family was down here with the fucking Muskogee and Indians for over 100 years, basically.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's some wild shit.
And my dad's dad got sent off during the Trail of Tears, and that's how he ended up in Detroit before he migrated to coming back down here to Atlanta to end up, making my dad basically.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's some wild shit.
Literally, and it's crazy because when you look at the history, like you just have to read between the lines and be like, okay, I know this happened during this time, and I know this was going on during this time. Oh damn, my people are in this area.
Yeah, that nigga was in the Trail of
And
Tears.
it was multiple fucking family members. It wasn't like I just had 3, 4. No, it was like at least 50 family members basically just within that time that I could literally go back and see, oh damn, they were all in this area before one person who had most of the wealth or whatever moved, and then everybody else followed suit and moved with them to this new village, which just happened to be the damn
West Point.
yeah. But they ain't call it that. It's the Muskogee and some shit. I always forget, but I saw this the other day actually. They sent voting papers to my mama. Why does the district even down here up here in LaGrange say Muskogee district still?
I be looking at that too.
Yeah.
'Cause we have a sign. It's a green street sign somewhere too when you enter it, and it says Muskogee.
Yeah.
I'm like, the fuck does that even mean?
Because when I told you, West Point and all of that basically, and that was the Muskogee area basically, and that's the district that's who controlled it and who still has ordinance over the land for real still to this day. So not only Muskogee County is basically Columbus, because that's where a good bit of them So it was, if I'm correct, because I did a good bit of research, but you never know completely until you talk to them or talk to them full historian or whatever. So it was basically divided, and the people, if I'm correct, of the South were they were put together of Mexican, Indians, blacks, and things of the sort. But basically, they ended up working with the fucking colonies and trying to get rid of the other indigenous people, basically. So yeah, it was basically North versus South, fucking Muskogee Indians, basically. And then the further south you got past that were the damn Cherokee and all that. And then the other ones, yeah, and that's why they had the war, like basically with the borders of New Orleans and Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, basically because those Indians down here in Georgia were working with the fucking colonizers, the fucking British motherfuckers that came over. But yeah, so basically, with that being said, how you said I told you I was white, yes, it is some white in there because my people come from the fucking United Kingdom and fucking, I don't know if I'm saying that right, the United Kingdom and the British of Columbia. I see that both in fucking my ancestral records. But that's the whole thing. Think about this though. They came over here and they made it with fucking blacks or Indians basically to create this family move, pool and mix of DNA basically that ended up being, to me, being black to this day. But not only that though, they had pigmentation in their skin before that because we all know what happened back in the fucking 900 years. Not even fucking 1200 or goddamn 1300, not even 1400. What happened in the fucking 900 years?
Right.
Celtic motherfucking people from, what's the name of that shit? Where are the Celtics from? I always forget when I'm talking about it. But basically, the fucking Celtic people came over to goddamn fucking New England, Great Britain, and all that shit. But they came over and mated. Then, when it was black people, the Moors coming over to show the fucking, for the longest they said that Moors and blacks came over from Africa and showed the goddamn white people basically hygiene and fucking taking care of themselves, dividing the land and shit like that, basically. And, crops and all of that shit, basically.
Okay.
So that's where that came from. So no matter what, originally everything literally stems from Africa at a point, or if not Africa, just in general, indigenous and or black or Indian races, basically. Because before all of them, of course, the fucking Africans or whatever was already on that continent taking care and owning shit, basically.
Where you talking about here?
No, not here, but we were here too. Before the Celtics came, yes, the Africans went over there, the Moors, basically what they called them, but it's just a whole different group of people, basically. It's just basically, instead of saying African, they say Moors because it was comprised of different groups, ethnic groups, and basically all of that. So they went over there before the Celtics, they had that fucking war or whatever, blah, blah, they won. The Celtics went back to their land, which is like, it's like in the area of like, I don't know where the fuck the Celtics come from. I always forget. What is that shit? It's fucking. It's Irish. I can't remember the name. Ireland. So like Ireland and places like that. Basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, they had whatever the fuck war they had. Blah blah blah. The Moors won or whatever. They ended up giving them resources and giving them well-being, teaching them how to live on the land and doing all of this and that, cropping and everything. Moors go back. They traveled to fucking America before Christopher Columbus and 14 something, whatever the fuck he said. And aside from that, it was already people on the planet because keep in mind, if we're going to say that Pangea was a scientific fact that could be proven, if Pangea was a scientific fact that could be proven, then that means that there's really no division amongst countries because all of them traveled all around the world at least once. They weren't just sitting there in one colony. They all migrated. So, of course, it's different people in the land already, basically, before Pangea breaks off and happens, basically, if we're going to go off of Pangea. But even not even going off of Pangea, just the general fact of Mexico is Mexico's borders because that's where most of their people primarily were at and migrated to. Aside from the fact that's the land that they established and built and shed blood and war upon, basically. So that's why that's their area. Just like, really, most of California, Nevada, New Mexico, all of that shit basically is right there. It really was a part of Mexico. But after all these treaties, land ordinances, and shit like that, basically, they were able to take their land back and claim it as the U.S. land.
I remember something about California being Mexico. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
Mexico went a long way.
Yeah, it did.
But see, now, I done got geeked up. So, this is what hit my mind when you said the Pangea.
But we're gonna put this bitch in regular.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah. And I ain't seen nobody join that bit yet. I think they done banned us. Shadow banned us or something. Need to I'll put a poll or some shit on. That ain't it. Alright, we finna switch up the settings. Oh, that's perfect. Camera just went off. So that was perfect, y'all. We finna switch the settings up. Cause it look like we finna have faded history going on. So shoot, we gonna switch up the camera. And yeah. This episode sponsor you fuck. Wait, I gotta start taking this shit serious, y'all. This episode of the Little Big Empire is sponsored by Little Big Empire, niggas. Go get the merch, bitch. Y'all see what's going on? I'm sponsoring this one. We finna get into it. Hey, look, if y'all wanna sponsor us, or y'all wanna sponsor the Empire episode or something that could potentially go into the LBE show, then y'all get with us, man. Contact us at thelittleBigEmpire@gmail.com, or you can contact us directly through littleBigEmpire.com. Lord. I'm back. I had to shut y'all off.